What's wrong? Look.
You dog.
Oh, wait. Is it wait? Oh my God.
On October 31st, 2025, Nikki Delventhal, the creator of an outdoor travel and van life channel known for visiting remote locations with her dogs, made her way to Virginia City, Nevada. What started as a simple stop quickly changed once she entered the Washoe Club, a place tied to misfortune and countless strange accounts. She intended to stay overnight, not realizing how oppressive the atmosphere would soon feel. Her day began at the Silver Terrace cemeteries, moving past graves that reflected the harsh realities of the Comstock era. Many markers belonged to miners and young families who survived only briefly against the brutal conditions of the Old West.
But despite these ultra-wealthy and the miners knowing, it was still happening, and they kept these operations running. Now, these ultra-wealthy would pour millions back into these operations to keep making more money. And where would they send all of their money? It was called the Millionaires Club, also the old Washoe Club. Now, this wasn't just a social club only for elites. This was a place where a lot of sketchy deals were going on. There were tales of suicides, missing people. There was a brothel. But not only that, this is the freakiest part for me. This is also where they stored dead bodies in the winter. They had a room they called the crypt, and until spring when the ground thawed out, that's where they put them. Honestly, it is no wonder that so many strange things still happen around here. So although the mining has stopped, it seems that the eerie past continues to linger on into today. All right, you guys ready? Snap magic. Back to town. Virginia City during the day. And you guys, what a treat. It feels like you hopped into a portal and stepped right into the 1800s, and everything looks and feels the exact same. So before our nighttime activity, we're gonna do a little exploring, and then it's spooky time.
The quiet weight of that past stayed with her as she left the cemetery. Inside the Washoe Club, bartender Trish recounted years of witnessing a dark silhouette near the bar and the unsettling feeling of being watched even in an empty room.
After 1875, that's when the Millionaires Club took over. There was a bad fire in town. A lot of the buildings here have 1875 as the build year. They had fun up here for sure. And then eventually this building became a boarding house after the Millionaires Club disbanded. And then they were doing renovations in the 1980s and they messed a lot of things up, and so they ended up condemning the building.
How long have you been bartending here?
About a month and a half. I used to play pool here as a member, and so I really liked it here. And then they're like, "You want to bartend?" I was like, "Yes." And so this morning we saw a shadow person. It's like a shadow, so you just see a shadow.
It's been weird upstairs too. I feel like, right when you go up into the stairs, like I've seen something just kind of peek.
The light. Yeah, it's a peeker. So the paranormal event that was here last weekend, they saw the eyes. 3 different people on 3 different occasions, like eyes like this, come towards it and then go back and then peek behind around a corner. And so down here this morning, we kept thinking somebody was in here, and we were still closed, and slip around the corner, and the shadow would like go hide and be like, It was checking on us. We kept seeing it, both of us.
And this is just in a month's time. It's just like every day.
Every day. Yeah, he's here all the time.
This room is the room I don't like, honestly.
Yeah.
The bartender can be kind of handsy.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's known to like breathe on people's necks.
Oh.
Like especially women.
Look to your right.
We need extra flashlights.
This room we call the Red Room. This is said to host more of the negative paranormal activity in the building.
Okay.
People do get scratched in here. People get pushed. People get their hair pulled. That sort of thing. He is known to slam this door. You could tell here where it's splitting from how hard it slams. And I've had it happen a couple times when I'm working here. I've worked here for about 7 months now. No, I thought I saw something go down the stairs just now.
What? Get our first paranormal sighting. So get ready for a wild night, you guys. Let's go get our gear and get in here. Oh my goodness, they weren't kidding. This place really is a ghost town at night. Everyone is gone. Everybody's gone.
That's creepy.
It really is. The town is dead, no pun intended.
Do you think it's because it's so haunted?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it is definitely really haunted. Sometimes, I'll be walking home and I hear, things, I feel like sometimes I hear spurs walking behind me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm gonna go venture on home now and hopefully don't hear spurs. Yeah.
Well, thanks for setting us up.
Yeah, of course.
Bye.
You see something out my window?
She spoke with a level of familiarity that suggested these moments were no longer unusual. To Nikki, the stillness of the building felt strangely aware, like something was paying attention to her. Higher upstairs, the energy shifted again. The Red Room, linked to unexplained device failures and physical encounters reported by visitors, seemed to drain the tools Nikki carried. Long-standing claims of scratches and shoves had persisted for decades, and the silence in that space felt heavy and uneasy. She pressed forward, unsure what the rest of the night would bring.
See if it'll come through with some intelligent. That'd be interesting.
I know, right? If you guys are here.
Potential.
Potential M unholy. Oh boy. The box said maze
Upstairs
up
violent.
violent. So we'll put the thermal camera upstairs.
Yeah, Red Room would be a good room
where
for
the
it.
violent person is, he'll show himself maybe.
The violent person? It's
Possible.
Okay.
That would be the Red Room.
Should we set up the thermal cam first since it told us to?
Yeah?
Okay. Wow. I'd love to go first. Sure. Now the Red Room, is that back here?
Go to your right and then go down this hallway. Go straight back and then you'll take a right. And then go straight back to that far wall and then turn right again and then you'll go straight back and you'll end up in the Red Room.
All right, Justin.
Oh.
What?
It said scratch.
He said scratch 5 creek.
Scratch?
Scratch.
As we're getting closer to the room, people get scratched in.
It started going
Yep.
crazy, right?
Said like
Yep.
words in a row.
Which, the Red... Oh, you dog.
That.
Below the main floor, the crypt revealed another chapter of the town's hidden history. It once held bodies through brutal winters when frozen ground made burials impossible. The walls carried reminders of epidemics and unidentified remains, while the nearby spiral staircase, constructed without nails, stood as one of the oddest relics of the building's past. Later, as Nikki and Justin walked through an upper room, a chair shifted slightly. It went unnoticed then, but viewers later pointed out a moment at 3847 where a figure briefly appeared behind Justin before disappearing. No one remembered anyone standing there, and the discovery only deepened the unease surrounding the experience. When night fell, Nikki rested on the first floor with her dogs close by. Sounds filtered down from above, thuds, faint movement, and the tension of a structure that never seemed to rest. Camper stayed alert, staring toward the doorway like something invisible had caught his focus. By morning, they quietly packed and stepped back into daylight. Some viewers claimed the sounds were simply an aging building settling, while others pointed to the draining equipment and the figure behind Justin as signs of something unexplained. The boundary between history and mystery blurred even further. If no one truly stood behind Justin, and the dogs reacted to what others could not see, what still lingers inside the Washoe Club after dark? Whatever it is, it remains within those rooms, waiting for whoever walks in next. Its presence feels patient, persistent, and deeply tied to the past. On July 3rd, 2024, Jade and Mandy from Ghost Club Paranormal made their way back to the Mackay Mansion in Virginia City, Nevada. Their channel is recognized for documenting genuine, unfiltered paranormal experiences, and this visit marked the 1-year anniversary of their most unsettling encounter inside the house. What began as a return investigation quickly carried the same uneasy familiarity, as if the mansion hadn't forgotten them.
It was really, really emotional. She actually came through the mirror on the 3rd floor. I think it was through the mirror, I don't know, but that mirror, there's something about that mirror.
But there's a twist now. There's now a second mirror that sits directly across from that mirror on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's gonna like mess up the experiment that we had for tonight or
I
what.
have no idea what that's gonna. You know, the mirror work work that I do, you guys. I don't know what's going on with this mirror just quite yet, but she said that it's from the 1860s. It's a very old mirror. Who knows what's connected to it? So having that directly across, which mirror to mirror creates an opening, a portal, so to speak. So it's gonna be interesting once we get up there.
Yeah, totally.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, the energy of the house, like, oh my god.
Whoa!
Stop.
Dude!
Stop.
I'm not kidding, I'm not kidding. Oh my god, that's making me emotional. Dude, that was a full grab on my arm. Oh my god. I'm sweating. That felt like, here, give me your arm, give me, that was like this. Like that.
Something's just trying to get your attention. That's a good sign.
You guys.
Also, I just want to. Are you
You didn't hear that? That was like a.
That might be me.
No. That was like male.
That still might be me. No, I don't know if I did that or not.
Oh, okay. Keep going.
No, but okay.
I don't
okay.
know what's happening.
I know. Okay, we're both really freaking excited because this is literally one of the most haunted houses in the whole of America. And we're not just saying that for you guys to watch this entire episode. Trust me, you're gonna want to stick around because this really is the most haunted house in the whole of America.
They began in the main hall, where a second mirror had been positioned to face the original one upstairs. The effect was immediate. Jade reacted sharply to the sensation of something firmly gripping her arm, solid and undeniable. It felt like a direct continuation of their previous visit. The house seemed very aware they were back. As they explored the third floor, Jade recalled how during their investigation in 2023, a radio had abruptly turned on and blasted static with no one near it, setting the tone for everything that unfolded afterward. This time, the activity presented itself differently. The cat ball activated on its own, and a distinct voice came through their equipment with the word Roger. The pressure in the room rose just as quickly as it had before. Near the staircase, Jade noticed something streak across the wall, low, quick, and disturbingly similar to the creepy crawler they documented the previous year. The hallway where it disappeared felt charged, like something hovered barely out of view, and the mirrored hallway held its own response.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. That is very clear.
Were you a veteran?
Oh god, I don't like that picture. That's fucking loud.
Yeah, fucking banging going on and the cat ball's going on and there's two bloody goats in the picture. Cool.
I thought we were talking.
Oh, this is the most that the devices have went off the entire night. It's almost like it needed the energy from the camera to do this.
Oh, for sure.
Is it trying to get our attention to like over in this area? Is that why the ball keeps going off over here? Because look at these helmets.
I know.
Was one of these helmets your helmets?
That's interesting. I feel like I'm actually feeling like World War II.
World War II, is that correct? Rampod, yes, thank you.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Are you okay? Holy shit, are you okay?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh.
Are you okay?
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. That scared me so bad.
What was it?
Oh my god, dude, somebody just yanked me back as hard as I've never been pulled like that ever. So sorry. That scared the fuck out of me.
I just heard like big footsteps upstairs. Like boom, boom, boom,
We
boom.
woke up the family.
Did you think that it was done on purpose or do you think that it was just trying to...
There's someone coming down the stairs. That felt like somebody was like fucking like taking me down. Like I've never...
Aggressively?
Yeah, like that was aggressive. Like, I mean, I got fucking yanked. Like full on yanked and my right between my shoulder blades. That felt aggressive. I'm so fucking mad because I felt like we were fucking talking to somebody too. I could feel him, I could see him, and then it was like all of a sudden something came in and just fucking yanked. I've never, my jacket, like dude, like that, oh my god, dude,
I also just want to bring up, remember when we took a break, your camera was rolling? Remember I was standing here and I got that blanket and I put it over me? And as I was walking away, I said I felt like somebody grabbed the blanket with both hands and like yanked it down.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's actually captured on camera. Like, if you could see me walk away, I can pretty much guarantee you that you would see that blanket get yanked down. Righty. I feel like something just like tugged on this. Would the camera have just picked that up?
I don't know, it's fucking around.
I just turned around and I felt like it just like on the back. But
Maybe they don't like you wearing it. Are you not caught on that?
no, that's not how I felt. That's like nothing.
Oh. I was fucking around with the camera, so I don't know if it even caught you.
Like that. Okay.
Oakley dokley artichokolies.
I think whatever grabbed you was the exact same thing that grabbed me.
You.
Yeah.
I'm not allowing them to trance me, and my entrance is in my back. It's in between my shoulder blades, and it's almost like they're like, "You fucking bitch, like let me in," you know. And that's what that energy felt like.
In front of the two opposing mirrors, the interaction became deeply personal. Messages appeared one after another, references to grandma, then we're family, aligning with the emotional reason behind their return. When Jade held a rosary tied to that intention, unseen by any visible trigger, the word necklace appeared. It felt impossibly specific, but the atmosphere shifted into something harsher. The most intense moment arrived without warning. A heavy door opened on its own, and later Jade was yanked backward with enough force to leave her stunned and angry. The escalating volatility inside the mansion forced them to cut the investigation short before things grew worse. The building seemed to establish its own boundary. Viewers later identified orbs, faint voices, subtle hair movement, and footsteps near the staircase, details missed during filming. Some believe the mirror setup intensified the activity, while others felt whatever was inside focused its attention primarily on Jade throughout the night. If the mansion reacted as soon as she arrived, and the strongest moment centered on her, was something specifically waiting for her return? Whatever lingers beyond those mirrors didn't seem ready to let them leave easily. On November 17, 2025, Franco from Franco Travels went back to the abandoned asylum, a site marked by countless deaths and years of unsettling stories. His channel is known for venturing into dangerous, forgotten places, often with only his dog, Chocolata, beside him. But from the moment they stepped inside, the asylum felt strangely aware, as if something took notice of their presence. The tension appeared almost immediately inside room number 1.
I am now in room number 1. This is where a lot of people used to stay here, sleep here, people that were pretty much mentally ill and couldn't pretty much survive for themselves. So they were brought into these places like this, these little facilities, kind of like Penthurst. And they were brought here where eventually they passed on, or they were let go or transferred to a different location. And there's many rooms that are just like this. There's also a funeral home that's also connected to this place. But I'm just walking through here now, and I already see somebody's shoes that they left here. Look at this. This was somebody's shoe that used to live here. You see, it was worn out. I do get a lot of Penthurst vibes from this place, though. I just heard a loud bang on that door. I think that could probably be Chocolate. Thing is, I don't want Chocolate inside just yet because I want to see what noises I can get being in here without the dog distracting me. It's my first time kind of exploring this place. The good news about this place is that it's well protected, so there isn't like a lot of vandalisms or breaking in and destroying and stuff. But still, this place is pretty creepy just walking through here.
Where the silence shattered with a violent rattle from the window and a sudden slam near the doorway. Old belongings were scattered around him, untouched for ages, yet feeling anything but forgotten. And deeper inside, it felt like the building was ready to respond.
You okay, Choco? Look at all this. There's a lot of prayer that went on here. Look, there's some more stuff here. What you looking at? I'm gonna bring up the brightness here. It's a little bit loud here. Right behind this wall is the main road. All right. Found a bathroom with a cabinet. Oh shit. Was that you? I just heard a loud bang right outside. That's probably coming from outside. You hear that? Alright, there doesn't seem to be much back here. So at this point now I'm gonna head a little bit further out of this area. There's way too many noises coming out. Come on, Chocolate. That was right in front of me. That was right in front of me. Chocolate, I heard that too. Alright, I'm gonna get out of this area. What is this called? Sala de terapia física. Therapy. It looks like somebody's medication. Alright, so I'm gonna shut this place up here. I definitely heard what sounded like something hitting the window. I'm not sure what that was about. Go. All right. Look. Oh, what the fuck is that? Choco, come here. You saw that? The dog's just staring outside. I know the curtains are moving, but that looked weird. It looked like something was touching the curtains. Come here, Choco. Oh, shit. Just heard a noise outside again. Thing is, a lot of the noises that I'm hearing outside could be just right over the wall from people's cars. I literally look like what... It looked like something touching the window. I want to see if it happens again. Hola? Oh, that was creepy. So the dog is just staring at this room here for no reason.
In the next hallway, the curtain shifted as if brushed by something unseen, followed by a deep moaning sound rolling through the corridor. It wasn't constant. It rose, lingered, and faded like a slow breath from the dark. That was when movement near the windows pulled his attention. A dark silhouette swept past the window, quick, sharp, and aligned with the same spot where earlier shadows had disappeared. It withdrew the moment he turned, leaving only the still frame behind. But the doorway ahead led somewhere even more disturbing. Inside the hospital wing, Chocolata bolted forward before freezing.
That's a cute dog. What the fuck was that? That's a cute dog. What was that? I just saw something right back there in the window. And right when I was recording it earlier, my camera completely just flat out died. What the hell was that? You hear him? Choco. It's a dog, like, I can't hear. There's so much noises outside. Chocolate. I'm actually nervous to come in here. I'm gonna turn on my IR. Choco. You okay, buddy? What is that? Chocolate, come here. I don't know why I got goosebumps right now. Right now I'm actually kind of scared. Fuck is that? All right, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. Perfect timing for that. That was like a whole build-up. Yeah, this is locked. Jesus Christ. Now you come? I can't go outside, it's locked. Right now, the dog is just going crazy about something in the room over here. And as I was going through here, I was hearing a lot of loud noises coming from this door. But the whole door is locked, I can't even go outside. What's wrong? Choco. Move, let me see. There's nothing here. Let me see what's in here. I got something. Choco, what's wrong? It's just a toy car. This dog, as soon as I went in for this, it just ran away.
Staring toward a cupboard with frantic whimpers. The dog's panic intensified as Franco approached the small toy car inside, and his camera cut out moments later. Whatever caused that reaction wasn't finished. When Franco returned alone, the toy car slid across the floor on its own, drawn toward the corner as the K2 meter surged in his hand. The activity spiked abruptly and then stopped, dropping into a silence that felt heavier than before. Franco gathered Chocolata and ended the investigation, leaving the asylum for the night. Viewers later highlighted moments he missed: a figure in the window, marks in the dust near the toy car, faint laughter, and shadows pulling away from corners. Many noted how Chocolata reacted first, as if sensing something just out of sight. If the movement, the shadows, and the dog's fear all focused on the same room, was something still attached to the toy, or watching him from the darkness the entire time. The asylum's silence leaves the question unanswered. On September 21st, 2020, Mexican investigator Alberto Del Arco, creator of the YouTube channel Alberto Del Arco, known for exploring haunted and abandoned locations, arrived at a long-forgotten fairground left untouched since the early 2000s. Locals referred to it as a graveyard of rides, a place rumored to be watched over by the spirit of a clown said to appear after dark. With cameras rolling, Alberto and his team stepped into the still air surrounding rusted attractions. The fairground stretched out like the remains of a carnival frozen in time: shattered rides, broken bulbs, and steel frames overtaken by decay. A stray dog followed closely, uneasy, as if aware of something ahead. Alberto pointed to a corroded roller coaster and a Ferris wheel towering silently over the park. Then, from the center of the grounds, the faint clatter of chains echoed.
Sí, por eso es lo que te está diciendo, que atrás de ti está moviendo algo. ¿Cómo es que está moviendo? El viento no lo puede, ¿o sí? Se está como balanceando, como está haciendo un efecto péndulo. ¿Qué es, de las sillas voladoras? Cuidado, Tony.
Estaba conmigo, güey, aquí atrás.
¿Sentiste a alguien contigo?
Sí.
Yo estoy viendo como varias sombras, pero son muy rápidas también. ¡Qué lugar! ¡Oh, esto sí que está tétrico! Está súper tétrico. Una silla de ruedas oxidada en medio de los avioncitos. ¡Wow! De estas camionetas antiguas que seguramente las utilizaban en la feria. ¡Ve eso! La rueda de la fortuna. ¡Qué impresión encontrarte con una rueda de la fortuna así! Está muy oxidada. ¿Qué fue?
Una risa.
Escuché como una risa burlona, ¿no?
Sí.
Una risa burlona, sí, la alcancé a escuchar yo también. Me está poniendo de nervios, de hecho. ¿Es algo, Memo?
No, no veo nada. ¿Otra vez?
Otra vez. ¿Se lo escucharon?
Sí, son muy claros.
Hay muchísimos objetos de feria. Muchísimos. Ay, güey. ¿Qué fue eso?
Se escuchan como niños.
Luego aquí, luego allá.
One abandoned swing began to move, gently at first, then steadily, as if something unseen was pushing it. Moments later, the Ferris wheel began to turn. The team watched as the massive ride slowly rotated on its own, metal groaning through the quiet. The camera zoomed in. No power, no working motor, nothing that should have made it move.
No entiendo cómo es que podría moverse esa inmensa rueda. Güey. ¿Lo tienen? Eso puede haber sido el viento. Es como una tolva salida por aquí. Es que aquí hay muchísimos objetos como olvidados, viejísimos. Ve la tele. Ese camión también está súper viejo. Oh, esto de eso. Se me hizo ver como si saliera de aquí hacia allá, pero... ¿Ven algo?
Eso.
¿Hola? ¿Oíste? ¿Una voz? ¿Hola?
Yet it kept rotating until it suddenly stopped, like something had forced it to freeze. Drawn further inside, the crew approached abandoned trailers and an old school bus. From inside came a faint whisper. Impossible to ignore. They stepped in carefully. The narrow aisle echoed beneath their steps. Something struck above. A heavy thump on the roof, loose metal dropping.
Hay muchísimos mosquitos, güey. Esto nos va a hacer daño. Ok, ten cuidado porque está cayendo.
Sí, ya vamos, ya.
Oh.
¿Estás bien?
Sí, güey. Un poco dañado, pero... Ok, ¿todo bien? ¿Atrás no hay nada? Siento que... Güey, se ve de terror desde aquí esto, como de película de terror. ¿Qué pasó, güey?
¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué pasó?
Güey.
¿Qué?
Sí que me aventaron, güey.
¿Te aventaron? Creo que estamos algo sugestionados, güey. ¿Qué pasó, güey?
¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué pasó?
Güey.
¿Qué?
Sí que me aventaron, güey.
¿Te aventaron? Creo que estamos algo sugestionados, güey. ¿No crees? ¿Que es un poco de sugestión? ¿Estás seguro? Memo, ¿no hay nada arriba del camión? ¿No
Nada.
ves algo que esté arriba del camión?
No hay nada.
Ok, vamos a salirnos.
Then the cameraman reacted as a shadow rushed past. Panels rattled violently, vibrations shaking through the bus, while distant sounds drifted through the air. When Alberto felt a sudden impact against his knee, the team finally pulled back. But even outside, the noises continued, soft, repetitive, and deeply unnatural. Viewers later flooded the comments, claiming to hear laughter, faint voices, and what appeared to be a clown's face reflected in the bus windows. Some believed the fairground held lingering energy, while skeptics blamed wind and unstable metal reacting to movement. The rides hadn't operated in 20 years, yet that night they did. Was it simply weather and coincidence, or something from the carnival's past refusing to fade? Maybe. Even after all this time, the fair still remembers. On June 29th, 2023, Steve Ronan, creator of the YouTube channel Steve Ronan, dedicated to exploring haunted and abandoned places worldwide, ventured into Japan's Aokigahara forest, the infamous Sea of Trees beneath Mount Fuji. Known for tragedy, legends, and countless rumors, this was where Steve and his team chose to step past the warning signs, into a silence few ever returned to describe. During the day, Aokigahara appeared calm and inviting. Thick roots crawled over hardened lava, wrapping around moss-covered stones. But when night fell, the peacefulness shifted into something far heavier.
Well, here's the crossroad. The lake is down that way. And then Puketsu, I think that's more of the trail. It's over here. I can see the entrance. All right, so this is the entrance where it's closed off. It even says do not enter right there. We're ready for this though. Paranormal investigation inside Aokigahara Forest.
Okay.
We're heading inside now.
Someone help me with this umbrella.
Well, you don't want to come in, Dan.
I want to come in! Here we go. Dude, this is where horror films start, though. Yes, it does.
The trail is about to close off pretty soon, and this is where most people will get lost. You know, this forest is so condensed that everything looks the same everywhere you go. It's exactly what I remember. So we're getting the fire ready right here. It's super rainy and damp, so it's pretty safe, or 100% safe to make a fire in these woods in these conditions. And here we go, we have fire. All right, so this is really creepy, guys. We're here deep in Aokigahara Forest. Oh, that's a bird.
Sure.
That sounded like a bird, like something like that. So everyone, we're here right now, deep inside Aokigahara Forest. We're gonna be doing a paranormal investigation. I'm here with Josh, with fighters. We got Abandoned World Explorer. Got this lovely little campfire. It's raining right now, but I believe it should stop in an hour or so. Please, please stop raining.
I keep hearing like stomping.
I don't fucking know about it. There's a scream, dude.
Yeah.
I know.
Are you serious?
My hearing's bad, bro. I know.
I've heard it twice. So I don't want to stand down here somewhere over there.
Somewhere over here?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we just heard a scream. I heard something.
Yeah. Guys, we're not even jumping. What is that?
What?
Banging.
Huh? Got banging, man. Energy.
Konnichiwa? What was that?
I don't know, I thought I heard someone talk back.
I thought that was a reply back.
I thought that was a reply back.
Konnichiwa!
Just a girl. You heard that?
Yeah.
You heard it, right?
What'd they say?
I just
What
heard
did it
a
sound
girl
like?
moaning, talk. Yeah. It's in there.
Konnichiwa! Already, we might have heard a voice, and so we're gonna go in a little bit. Paranormal or not, we have to make sure whoever made that noise is okay.
Wait.
Look at this. There's a piece of clothing right here. Someone's glove. And there's the other piece of glove right there. Konnichiwa! Our campsite, I really want to figure out and make sure that we're the only ones here. Yo, don't go too far. There's no one here, man.
Steve and his 3 teammates returned, crossing beyond the do not enter barrier and carrying their gear into darkness that seemed to swallow every sound. They built a small fire, their only warmth in the cold stillness. Soon, distant noises surfaced, a scream, then the low cry of a woman, followed by a stretched howl unlike any animal they recognized. When the echoes faded, they began their recording session. What they captured was stranger than any voice they had expected. Their devices recorded fragmented phrases.
As soon as Steve said about check there.
I'm gonna check the crevice really quick.
Leave this place.
Leave this place!
As soon as you start going near that, Steve, leave this place.
Why should we leave? Honestly, guys, I'm gonna check the crevice right now. Something tells me whatever is here wants me to go look.
REM pod, as you get closer!
Wow, the red pod's going off.
As you're getting in there, we might have to drop a DR60 in there.
Were you inside here at one point?
I have no regrets. You know. Yeah.
How many other people are here with you? How many other people are in the forest? Can you tell me a number?
Hear that?
Strangled.
Again!
Bro, that was a weird voice because it sounded like from there and then just circled around us.
It just said strangled again as well. Strangled again?
Can you tell us if there's an evil entity here that's not from this world?
Was it the footstep
behind? No, it was
Yo. Oh, is that just mist? Like, what's this smoke thing?
It's a lot of mist in here. Probably from the hard rain we had.
Oh yeah, it's just the vapor or something maybe?
Probably that in the fire.
Right.
Holy.
Tones that didn't belong to anyone present, mentions of knowing, of wealth, of suffocating, of digging. Then came a warning to leave. The longer they listened, the more they realized there were multiple voices, layered together, as if the forest itself remembered everything. Some seemed protective, others sounded like they were suffering. Following white strings tied along tree branches, they reached a clearing. There, beside a stone marker and faded flowers, they placed their equipment again. Responses came faster, sharper. Each question sparked another reply. Then the batteries began dying, one after another. Before the lights faded completely, the recorder captured one last whisper about affecting the light. When the cameras flickered, a faint figure appeared beside the grave.
You want us to go straight ahead?
Go a little further. Just a little bit, right there. And then aim up.
Okay, we will start to move out of here.
Yeah, because that's weird how we're not being able to see him. Or her. And now it's on this side!
Unless it's just on a different spectrum where we can't pick it up.
Could be something we can't describe.
I think it really wants us to just go down that way.
Well, because it did go red and green, I do believe that.
Yeah.
It detected both sides of the triangle.
Yep.
If you can make the red light come on again, then I 100% know it's you, and we'll head back down the path we came, away from the negativity.
Oh,
green.
Not red though. Make the other side go off. The red. Show us the red color.
Oh, it's red.
Just do it. Just did it,
Yep,
right?
just did it.
Yeah, it's red.
And what'd you say?
Okay, guys, so I really believe there must be a guardian angel watching us or a very good spirit trying to protect us. There's just too much evidence. So we're gonna head back down the path and go from there. But what an unbelievable investigation in this spot right next to the tomb. Leave a comment down below. Tell me which part was the craziest. You really want me to go down there? Okay, I'll go down. I kind of want to separate from the group a little bit. I just have this feeling that it wants me to go down here. It is getting super misty. So guys, I just want to show you. I just looked up with my flashlight and wow, you can't even see the sky at all. Not even an inch. But look at this. You know, there's signs of food. It's like part of a canned meal. Yo, I'm over here. They're probably telling you guys to hurry up.
No, we both split up, bro, and now it's going crazy. They're literally guarding us.
All right, maybe it doesn't want us to split up then. All right, I'm coming back. All right, I'm back now.
Whoa! Wait, come back. Don't go near it.
So you want us to stay together?
If you can stop making it a noise, then we know we got to stay together on the path.
Then another shape crossed the path. The moment they separated, every alarm went off at once, falling silent only when they regrouped. After that, the forest offered no more signs, only a pressing stillness as they left the sea of trees behind. Viewers later debated the evidence. Some believed the drained batteries proved an intense spiritual presence, while skeptics blamed stress, fear, and natural interference deep inside Aokigahara. The forest reacted when they followed its warning. Was it protection or control? In a place where silence holds memory, one question remains. Did something watch over them or refuse to let them stay? On July 13th, 2025, Brent Underwood, creator of Ghost Town Living, left his home in the deserted mining settlement of Cerro Gordo and began a 35-hour expedition across California's Inyo Mountains. His channel often documents forgotten places and the lives once tied to them. But this journey was different. Deep within McAvoy Canyon, Brent set out to uncover a 50-year mystery, the life and disappearance of a solitary beekeeper named Marion Howard.
All right, and about 5 hours into the hike, we have come across the first of the cabins. This cabin wasn't one that the beekeeper built himself. This is one that he used on his trek out to where he kept the bees. But this was originally from miners, from my understanding, that were out here. So he was just using what he could. You know, later on, he used mine shafts to stay in, but you can see, pretty sweet. We're starting to get into territory where there's more vegetation, and look at that canyon view with the red rocks. This thing is built right into the cliff, and that is cool. Here we go. All that we know of Marion Howard, the beekeeper, comes from a guy named Wendell Moyer, who set a lot of these plaques and really took it upon himself to meet the guy. And we'll talk in a second just about more. But you can see nobody's been here in a very long time. There's vines growing out by the door. Here it is, the temporary lodging for Howard. He was known for putting these stoves and everywhere. I heard that there's some on the back part of this hike that have some beautiful stoves and some rock formations. And you can see over the years other people have come and left it behind. The mice are eating through the Bible.
Well, while I was still there, one of them darn pack rats come in and they stamped his foot. By golly, from then on, he just about took over.
So what we know about Marion Howard, the beekeeper, comes to us from Wendell Moyer, who was a very accomplished kind of pioneer, mountaineer, canyoneer out in this area in the 80s and the 90s. And Wendell Moyer actually is the one that established the Lonesome Miners Trail, a trail I went to before that went in and out of all these different mining camps. And he's the one that kind of pieced it together and originally cut that trail.
The trail began in Owens Valley, a stretch of sun-baked rock and cracked ground rising toward the backbone of the Inyos. Brent climbed alone, carrying cameras, rope, and supplies. Hours into the ascent, he reached an abandoned mine, one of several shelters Marion once used. Inside, a rusted stove still leaned against the wall, and beneath layers of dust, fragments of a newspaper from August 1970 remained. Higher up the mountain, he found a fragile cabin held together by wire and time. Brent paused, reflecting on the writings of explorer Wendell Moyer, who had met Marion decades earlier. A World War II veteran who left society in the 1960s to live among mountains and bees. Marion's hives eventually failed, not because of isolation, but due to wax moths that destroyed the colonies he built. After 11 hours, Brent reached the summit, more than 11,000 feet above sea level. A small stone memorial bearing Marion's name stood there.
And here it is, some 20 hours of hiking later. This is what set me on the whole adventure. This is another mine shaft that we're 20 hours hiking in now. Hard hiking. And this is where Marion lived. In Awake magazine, which is I believe a Jehovah's Witness magazine, which might explain something about him being out here too. Here's a beekeeper net.
Well, there's a tunnel, and I lived in that tunnel because you didn't have to worry about the snow.
His boots, still in remarkable shape. Honeycomb on the honeycomb things. That's so cool. He just used what he could. This was his house. This was his clothes. In the one article about him by Wendell Moyer, they talk about his canvas sack that he would throw over his shoulder. And this is that canvas sack. Still looking pretty good. Some straw he brought from down by the river. And this was it. This is where he lived for years. A smoker for the bees, tools. Imagine getting any of this stuff out here. You saw how hard it was for me to get here. Taking pickaxes, saws. I'm gonna sit here and just think. So what do you think? You've now seen the difficulty of getting to a place like this. It takes almost 10,000 feet of gain and 5,000 feet of loss, as well as just scrambling up some crazy hills to get to a place like this. Now we're not at his main cabin yet, the main one that he built, nor the ladders down the waterfall that he built, but he spent a very good time out here. Why? Why do you think that he did that? Was it solitude? Was it mental illness? Was it just being sick of the world? I don't know. I think I still have to see his other places first, but if you guys have an idea, let me know. I'll say this, you had a great idea going somewhere with a shade, because out there right now, it is hot.
Left by another traveler. From that point forward, the path only dropped 3,000 feet down into McAvoy Canyon, a place once described as so steep it could only be reached by wings. 20 hours into the trek, he finally found what he had sought, Marion's final home. Inside the small mine were his boots, a beekeeping smoker, a canvas bag, and stacks of aging magazines crumbling with time. Deeper in the canyon, Brent discovered running water feeding a lush oasis Marion once called Shangri-La. But beauty came with risk. Thick rose thorns tore at every step, and cascading drops forced multiple rappels. One by one, Brent's cameras failed. A GoPro ripped away, a drone lost, another destroyed by water. By the end, only his phone remained to document the final descent. After 35 hours and endless solitude, he emerged without clear answers, only remnants of a man who chose stillness over society. Viewers later shared memories and reflections. One person claimed to have met Marion in 1972, remembering him as gentle and kind. Others believe the journey meant more than solving a mystery. It was about understanding why certain people search for peace only in isolation. The mystery stayed unsolved, yet somehow complete. Maybe Marion wasn't escaping the world. Maybe he was moving towards something few ever find. The canyon, in the end, kept its secrets. That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.